Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is time for another Dune update. Whew, I have made it to book two, Muad'Dib's book. Um, book two. Ooh. So, oh my gosh, if there was one word that I could use to describe Dune, it would be captivating for sure. I'm also feeding my little 1 year old over here. So if I have to go back and forth from the high chair to, yeah. Um, so Dune, my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's so hard to put it down, and it's just an amazing book. So funny because when I was like, hey, babe, you get to pick my next book, he was like, kind of like thinking, oh, and I mentioned like he was just trying to be cheeky, and he set it down in front of me, and I saw this big book, and it was pristine before I got a hold of it. He does have his own copy actually, so don't worry, I'm not ruining his, but okay, so he sets down this big book, and I'm just looking at it like, oh my gosh, I had no interest in this story, in this book whatsoever, but whatever, if that's the one you choose. And he like stuck with it. He was like, yeah, if you want me to choose your book, that's what I choose. And I started, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? Frank Herbert, he just throws you into this world. You don't know what the hell is going on. You're trying to utilize the glossary, and you're just like, what the heck? Just like the world is spinning around you. And then slowly but surely, everything just starts coming together, and it turns into this masterpiece. That is Dune, to me anyway. I do apologize. Baby needed some more strawberries. And I also apologize for my appearance. I do understand my uh, appearance is a bit paler these days. My whole family is fighting a bit of a cold right now. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. But anyway, so Paul is right at the end of book one. Paul is just like freaking out. He's just so upset that he got the Bene Gesserit training from his mother, and he's just like calling himself a freak. And Jessica, oh, it's so tragic because it really comes to a head how much love there is for between Jessica and the Duke. And sadly, the Duke was given this fitted tooth with some poisonous gas inside of it, and if he bit on it and blew the gas out, it would kill, well, in hopes it was going to kill the Baron, um, but it did not. He lived through that. Um, oh my gosh. I have so many emotions tied into this book. And, and Paul is just like that. He's thrown into the world of just, you've got to be this grown man now. And he's only 15, and, he is technically now the Duke, and Yue got killed by the Baron's assassin, who I believe was a Mentat. And let me give baby a few more strawberries here. And Yue, that's what he wanted. He wanted his fate to be sealed with being with his beloved Wana, who was also a Bene Gesserit. And side note, I have not watched or heard any feedback or anyone else's channels. I'm really trying to stay away from spoilers. So yeah, if I'm pronouncing any of this in a strange way, that is why I have created these words by my own reading. And um, obviously, when I see the movie or watch other videos, I will see how other people pronounce it. But I think that's the beauty in reading, is that we literally create our own worlds, Um, yeah. Anyway, so uh oh, Paul's powers, should I say, are just like now really coming through for him, and showing him, and even like surpassing Jessica's, which is just so interesting. Oh my gosh, this book. So what an adventure. Yeah, they Yue obviously was a spy. Um he was infiltrating, and he let down the house's shield, and shit hit the fan, and just really sad. A sad end to the Duke's life, I feel. Um, I was totally blindsided by this. I thought the Duke was just going to die of natural causes. I don't know why. Um, I thought he was like sick, and that did not happen at all. But I think this story is turning into something really interesting, as far as like revenge. Oh, and Paul um, just somehow knows that uh, he is a Harkonnen, that Jessica is a Harkonnen, that the Baron is um, her father. So interesting. Oh my goodness. And who doesn't love a good revenge story, I know I certainly do. True Grit being one of my absolute favorites of all time. Um, so this should be good. And it's like a different kind of revenge. I feel like Paul is he's just really powerful, and I'm excited to see what can happen. And now we're finally getting to book 2, Muad'Dib, and all of these little foreshadowings. I finally caught on that they are um, basically him speaking. Kind of sad that they'll never, he realizes he's never going to get back to Caladon. Um, and I feel like Spice is going to have a really big uh, part in this, spice mining, but I don't really know how yet. It's just really hard to put the book down, and I I need to chill because I've got laundry to do and dishes, and I'm somewhat keeping up on it, but not as well as if I was not just completely consumed with a book. So anyway, that's my update. Gotta get this guy some more strawberries, but I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.